Thank you. Are you ready now?
No.
If you want me to leave the room so we want crazy, I will.
Come on. He's Colton. This is not.
Yes, I am.
You ready?
So it's just get away.
Okay. Serious news interviewer. Remember?
Welcome to the 10 minutes private interview with Steve Tingner. We will hear first-hand account of a 12-year-old story on the Vietnam War. At your age, how did you feel about war?
Well, I didn't like the idea of war. But at 12 years old, you just do what the adults tell you to do.
What was your biggest fear during Vietnam?
Not having my dad come back.
How did you find out your dad was missing?
Well, the usual way is when a staff car pulls up to the house, and there's a chaplain, and usually a person from mortuary affairs or some colonel that comes out to tell you that your loved one is either missing or been killed.
How did you react towards your dad? How did you react towards your father's disappearance?
Just like any 12-year-old, was upset, cried a lot, and realized that I would never see him again.
How did the war affect your family compared to others?
Well, I think we all turned out rather well despite the terrible thing that happened. All of us went on to college, all of us graduated, and at least all the kids. We feel like we turned out pretty normal despite what happened. Mom was a great mom.
Why did you believe we were fighting the war?
At 12 years old, I had no idea, and finding out nowadays why we're at war definitely changes the way I look at it. That it was more political than us fighting for against communism. It was just more of a political struggle.
Because of your father's disappearance, did you think we should have been involved in the war?
It really had nothing to do with just his disappearance. There were another 58,000 guys that were shot down, killed, or missing in that war, so it wasn't just Dad. And as far as being involved in the war, yes, as far as why we were there, I know we were probably misled as to the real reasons. There were probably ulterior motives on some people's parts, but once you have one person over there fighting, then the others will back them up, and that's the whole reason that guys are willing to go to war. It's not really for the major end result. It's to keep your buddies safe, and that's just pretty much why people will go and do that.
How did the government take care of your family's needs?
Well, the VA and the Air Force took pretty good care of us. They still are taking care of Mom as far as that goes. Once I turned 18, I was pretty much on my own after that. And so they took care of us up until we were adults.
Did your mom have to look for a job after your father's disappearance?
Not for financial reasons, she didn't, but she did look for a job and got one just to keep her sanity, to keep her from getting bored and thinking about it all the time. So she didn't have to work, but she did.
What do you think, what do you want my generation to learn from the Vietnam War?
That you're fighting for a cause bigger than yourself, that we should be willing to fight for what we believe, and that you're also willing to put your life at risk for the betterment of humanity.
Thank you, Mr. Tingner, for your time. This has been 10 Minutes with Colton Pipes. This is Lieutenant Colonel Lee Tingner, one of the 58,000 soldiers missing or killed in the Vietnam War.
This is a special edition, The Vietnam War, through the eyes of a 12-year-old.